you take that UP rate and then you add it to your trucking rate to get it to the transload.
Yeah.
If those two come together, it's still cheaper than, going whatever route you were going before, then yeah, it makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So now another question, and you might not know this, but in that area, are there any short line operators that have preferred relationships with Class 1 operators? Again, publicly announced, or something like, this is my opinion, not privileged, confidential, any of that stuff. But do you see that in that market or not at all?
I don't see it, but what I can speak to is like the Granada Railway comes into Memphis from Mississippi, from Jackson, Mississippi, but that's a CN line, so they go in and out of the CN yard. They don't have access to anybody else. So obviously CN is going to be their preferred partner. The Friday Graham Railway in West Memphis only interchanges with the UP, so obviously UP is going to be their preferred partner. It's almost, you have a preferred partner by design versus by choice, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
Because when they sell and lease these lines, what the Class 1s will do is they will cut you off from any other Class 1 because they don't want to lose the business, right? They're getting rid of the line because they can't make money at it or it's a marginal line, but they don't want to lose the business. So what they'll do is they'll do what's called restricting your interchange. So like when CN got rid of the line that ran from Memphis to Jackson, Mississippi down to Canton, Mississippi a couple years ago, they set up in there that, hey, you can only interchange with us. You're not allowed to interchange with UP or KCS or NS. You can only give us cars. That way it guarantees the business for them. For, again, in my opinion, is getting into that restricting trade, but whatever. They sit there and say, if you want to lease this line, that's fine, but your customers have no options to go to anybody else. They can only use us.
Okay. So now another question related to that. And it doesn't sound like there are specific services or functionalities in that Memphis market that differentiate one short line operator versus another today. Is that right?
Right.
And is there anything that a short line operator could offer that would differentiate them? Or is it, again, geographically specific, so that's not how the end market or the end customer is looking at it?
I think the Memphis market, given the river, if you're a short line operator and you can get access to the river, I think is great. Because that allows you to take barge traffic on and off or bring rail traffic in to put on barge. And then you also have the rail component there. I think that would be a big key for me in Memphis, would be to have either access to Governor's Island or the water somehow. And that's why I feel West Memphis is more the play than Memphis, because Governor's Island's built out. You can't build anything there. You're going to have to buy somebody's old factory or plant.
So, again, that's helpful. So if you're mentioning this whole West Memphis thing, so they actually could be really attractive for someone where, like if it was coming up the Mississippi, you could say, get here, and because it's south of Memphis, right? Kind of, or you would hit West Memphis before you hit Memphis?
It's literally like 1,000 feet south of Governor's Island. I mean, it's right across the river. If you go to Governor's Island and you just go across the river, you'll see like the Cargill loadouts. You'll see all these loadouts. You'll see the Friday Graham Railway. I mean, it's right across the river. And there's open land. I mean, you can build an industrial park, everything. It's the next play for Memphis.
Oh, interesting. So you really could take away some that could potentially take away from other parts of the Memphis network.
I firmly believe so, because you have water access, rail access, and there's thousands and thousands of acres of field there for businesses to build. Yeah,
that's interesting. I hadn't been super aware of that. Okay, and so
it's a sleeping giant, man.
Was that?
It's a sleeping giant. I mean, just a lot of people don't know about it, and then all of a sudden you go look, and people are like, "Holy crap! This is right across from Governor's Island. All I got to do is drive across the bridge, and I'm there, and I don't have to deal with downtown Memphis and Governor's Island and the bottleneck."
Okay.